Welcome, everybody, to this week's 6873 show. Today, we have an exciting show. We're actually interviewing Baby Golan, who is a TikToker. So he's going to discuss with us what it's like being a TikToker and some of his thought processes. And we're so happy to have you on the show today. Anyway, I am Ren, and joining us today is our other host.
I'm Rossi. Here we have
Tokkie, and over here at the end,
Ion.
And our guest today, well, almost guest of honor, Baby Golden. Who, like we just said, like Ren said, you're a TikToker. Like you create other content than just playing VR and such. You actually use VR to make your TikToks.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I want to hear, like, what made you think, like, you wanted to create TikToks using VR?
Honestly, I just saw other people doing it, so I decided I wanted to learn how to do it, and people actually liked it, so I just stuck to it.
Who was your biggest inspiration for you to actually go into making TikToks on VR?
There are two actually. There is Radio Rabbit and Elo the Hopkins.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So, what kind of subscriber base do you have now?
Mostly furries.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
furries are the best.
Oh, yes.
So, how many subscribers do you actually have right now?
I have nearly 4.2K at the moment.
Oh,
very nice.
Nice.
Apart from VRchat, what's your like? Is there a running theme to the type of videos that you do on there?
Well. I aim for cute, seductive, or funny. Sometimes all three.
Nice.
A cluster.
A cluster.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
there's also the occasional random videos that I do, but other than that, I stick to those three.
Very cool.
Do you ever do TikToks where it's not using VR at all?
I've only done one. That was my Factor Cat parody. It did quite decent, actually.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I mean,
so guide us through your creative process. And what are your plans for the future of your channel?
Okay, that's actually a good one. Okay, so I just pretty much scroll through TikTok for hours, like on then just searching for inspiration and other things, and then as soon as I find it, I just record it. And a lot of times I record multiple things a day, and just editing, just sit there editing it. That's probably the hardest part. I mean, but after once you start doing it for a while, it just starts to feel more natural, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You get that workflow going.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So when you make TikToks, is it primarily you in the TikToks, or I know you have collabed with a few people as well. Do you prefer do it alone, or do you prefer to collab, or like both?
I prefer collab, but I've gotten used to making most of my content on my own, and that's why I adapted the use of multiple characters.
Yeah, because I've seen some
Nice.
of your TikToks, and they're both you in the Hopkin, and there is a Rex too.
Mhm.
That's also you, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I've seen the videos. They're actually really good and edited and everything. Like I'm a follower.
Hmm.
but yeah, shut up.
I am truly flattered.
No, I mean being a part of his like TikTok as well, the one I was in, and he had helped me film a TikTok as well, and we were talking about doing more because he actually knows a bit more editing than I do, and so like doing that whole work process, I give him my ideas. He gets scared of me because they're
She's crazy.
weird. Shut up.
Oops. Plus, when you've literally been doing this every single day for the past 2.5 months, you pick up on a few tricks, you know. So
Yeah. That
and
is true.
So how long have you actually been recording TikToks?
about 2.5 months, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Oh,
Very cool. That's
so
awesome.
for upcoming TikToks, do you have any new ideas you want to share, or is it like just up in the air and you like have a million ideas at once? Or
I have a lot of ideas actually. Some I'm actually working on right now. Okay. For example, After Hours Part 2 and possibly a Part 3. I might just depending on how it does. I might make it a series. And and as I talked about with you, the prison blog,
yeah,
that is
basically
also
me.
currently in the works. Go ahead.
Yeah, basically me just running around killing people. But yeah, we've been talking back and forth about that, and it's still a work in progress. Like
Yeah.
we just managed to talk about it, and he needs to like find a world or like who we're gonna be recording with and how it's gonna be recorded. So it's a longer process when it comes to that. And well, I'm still excited. I mean,
is this that one with that song you were talking about?
no, that's one of my own. I'm gonna make.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm not gonna tell yet. Not yet.
Spoilers, you will poop yourself.
No. I'm cute.
I also have a few more projects currently in the works. I'm also working on a trailer. Pretty much it's for the future of Planet Golden. That's all I can say right now. So I can't go into detail about it.
Nice. So you're working on a whole planet series. That's going to be awesome.
I mean, even
that is if everything goes to plan.
Yes.
I mean, like I've already scrapped a lot because it didn't come out right. I'm planning on like reopening it, and reshooting a lot of it
Mhm.
because I have a lot more experience now. So
Mhm.
it would be pretty interesting to see how it all comes out.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, even for us in our little show here, just in the short time we've been doing it, we have learned so much. And you know,
Yes.
especially if you grow so fast.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, like it's honestly scary. Just
Mm-hmm.
how like you have no time to prepare for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well, it's
true.
another
Yeah.
thing too that's, you know, especially being a content creator, a lot of people who, you know, watch like the TikToks and the YouTubes and stuff like that, you know, they don't really realize how much back work there is. Like there's actually a lot
Mm.
that goes into the production even of a TikTok, a YouTube channel, stuff like that.
Mhm.
There's a lot of expenses. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of planning. There's a lot of blooper reels that goes into that. And I
Yeah.
don't think a lot of people really
Yeah.
appreciate how much work actually goes into those.
Not to mention the sheer amount of retake. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my god.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that thing where you try to do a whole show and it just goes smoothly,
Mm-hmm.
and then the camera is not recording.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
As long as we don't
that
have
was
another catastrophe.
Yeah.
Yes.
The cat.
that is true.
Mm-hmm. The cat from hell. Yeah,
Yes.
if you have a cat, Golden, put him in a cement box in a cage under the building and then bury the building.
I just might do that.
Peter, please don't come after us. We're nice and sweet people.
We are nice. But yeah, doing the recordings, also make sure that you actually tell the people you live with, we're recording today.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Yeah.
have happened so many times where I had to mute myself because somebody just knocked on the door and like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, sorry, I forgot. And I'm like
Yeah.
trying not to move, just sitting. Can you please go? Oh, we're recording right now.
Honestly, I still find it hard to like record when I'm not home alone because because as you see in all of my videos there's like a lot of lip syncing, so I actually learned the lines of what I'm doing, and as I record myself, I actually say the stuff. A lot of it
Mhm.
is pretty weird. I'm gonna be real honest. So
Well, it's also bad too. You probably had this happen to you when you actually have a cameraman, and then you have this perfect shoot, and the end of it, they hear, "Oh shit," and we're like, you know, shit.
Oh, so many memories.
Yes, that was
yeah, and you see, this is why I record everything myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I don't mind collabing with other people, but when you like for the 1300th times tell them you need to do this. I know I was all up in your face when we were collabing on the TikTok. I was like, what? So I do this and I do this, and he literally had to like, Toki, listen. Oh yeah, sorry.
Like,
Because even I
Breathe.
do that sometimes. Even I do that. I will admit that.
Mhm.
And like, you could get nervous. You can screw up, and you're like, "Did I do all right? Are you sure it turned out okay?" And
like
but
honestly,
yeah,
for me, it's like people start panicking, and that's something that that scares me because now because I feel like it's my fault that they're nervous. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
I
that.
do
I
my
wouldn't
best to
say
calm
that.
them down though. Like,
Yeah, you
but
do.
Mhm. Yeah.
But the thing is,
Uh,
yeah.
no, go ahead.
Continue. Oh,
Hmm?
the thing is, you can, like you said, you can plan and you can plan and you can plan, and some think like, oh, you're just picking up your phone and you're just recording. But the thing is, it could take like hours
Mhm.
just to really
Mhm.
get the right shot, the right editing,
Mm-hmm.
and you still somehow might not be totally satisfied with it, but you're just saying, okay, it's good as it is. Because the more you fiddle with it, the worse it can get. I mean, I had to
And-
Yeah.
delete an entire video just to start over at editing.
Mhm.
So yeah, the frustration but is there, but the end result is like making it worth it. Like
Mhm.
people
Mhm.
like to watch it.
Well, yeah,
So,
even on those like 30-second TikToks, you don't really see how much video is actually left on the cutting room floor, essentially. You know, to make that
Mhm.
30-second video.
There-
One
there's
thing too. Oh, go ahead.
there's like a lot of cutting, a lot of overlays. It's just a
Mm-hmm.
long process to doing to doing everything. I know some videos are yes, some videos are pretty straightforward, while others are very tedious.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how has it been for you to do your show or your channel out of TikTok versus doing it out of reality or the IRL? I mean, what kind of opportunities has doing a show in VR been for you or given you?
Mm.
At the moment, this is the only one so far.
Mm-hmm.
But but I'm still growing, so there might be a lot more in the future. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Like, have you
Nice.
actually had people reach out to you for future collabs, or is it mainly you trying to get people
I
to collab with
I've
you?
I've actually had a couple people reach out to me for collabs. They're all scheduled for this week, so I'm gonna have a pretty busy week.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh.
that's amazing. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, how many hours a
hear
week
a-
do you
oh, sorry.
actually devote? Go ahead.
No, you carry on. Huh?
So, on average, how long, or how much time do you spend a week on your TikToks? Because it seems like it's a very long, tedious process. And what are your thought processes and I guess you could say your workflow doing this?
Okay, so I'm gonna use the videos with with uh with 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 my Hopkin and my Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Those videos those are the ones I put the most amount of work into because for each scene I I I I alternate between each of the characters,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have and then it's and then I don't really do like one take things. So I mess up a lot. I'm
Mm-hmm.
nowhere near perfect when it comes to it. So and I so I can do upwards of 10, 15 takes just for one line.
Mm-hmm.
It gets quite annoying at times. and but the recording is, yeah, like recording it is probably the hardest part when it comes to it. Editing it is pretty straightforward, but it's just as tedious because
Yeah.
because 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 you have to like fit all the clips to the audio, like fit the lip syncing and stuff, and you got to do a lot of cut when it comes to it, just to alternate between each character.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
Dang.
I just stick to it until it's done. My mindset is, once I'm done, I'm done.
Hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys know that your body will literally tell you what it needs? All you have to do is listen to it.
Dick. Dick. I need some dick.
All right.
So, Rosie, you had a question?
Yeah, you hear about TikTokers and people that they reach a stage
Mhm.
where they get such a subscriber count where they start then making money and making a lot of money doing these videos.
Mhm.
You know, are you anywhere near that kind of stage at all? Have you had people come to you to say about paying you for what you do?
At at the at the at the moment, no, but I can see that happening within, well, in the near future. I can't give an exact date on that. It's all
Mhm.
based on, if it's based on how many people actually like what I do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Do you know
But
what the level is?
I'm actually unsure of that at
Yeah.
the moment.
Hmm.
But I mean, I have you like made a Patreon or anything like that?
No, no, actually, I don't really want money from them. All I
Hmm.
want from them, like, I mean, like all I want from the people that watch me, I just want them to watch my stuff and enjoy it. Pretty much, that's really all I
Mhm.
want.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that's good.
Nice. So
So
this is
you're
more
not
of a
in it for the
labor of
money
love
at
for
all.
you.
It's, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-mm. The money would just be an added bonus if it ever comes. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
No, that's good. Yeah.
Well, if you ever did reach that level where you could actually, make an actual living off this, do you think you'd actually pursue this as maybe a lifetime career?
totally. Because I mean, honestly, there's if I mean if I do reach that level, this 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 is already something I love doing. So
Mm-hmm.
so if I got the option to make this a career, I'd be stupid not to take it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
If old saying that says if a person finds what he loves doing, he's never worked a day in his life.
Hmm.
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see
That's
your
awesome.
channel like going all the way to like merch and stuff like that eventually. I mean, it could be a
Eventually.
thing. Yeah, eventually.
Be awesome, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Well, I'm
amazing how
certainly
these
looking.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I was just saying, it's amazing how these things like TikTok, even YouTube. YouTube's been going for God knows how long.
Mm-hmm.
How it nowadays you can turn it into a money making thing. I mean, it's a lot of work you have to do to
Like,
do it, but I
but
just find it
but I mean,
fascinating.
but yeah, and
Mm.
Like,
So
I mean,
what
there is
are
no limit. There is no limit
really
to
isn't.
creativity,
Mm.
and we know how much there actually are, like, from VR and out into the world, like streamers,
Mhm.
Twitch. I mean,
Mm.
there is no
Mm.
limit. You are the
Yeah.
only one
This
setting the limit.
Yeah.
this is pretty much a blank a blank a blank a blank ca- a blank canvas that you just leave your mark on. That's how I
Mhm.
see it.
Yeah.
Was
We all start
it's
from somewhere.
exactly. And one of the things I love,
Yes.
that's actually unique, since basically video productions has begun, is the ability to actually shoot in VR and basically are able to shoot in these fantastic staging areas or actually make custom stages. I mean, if this was an IRL show, I mean, this show is, a multi-million-dollar stage, and yet we still have access and are able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because
mean,
it is,
yeah.
non-physical.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't do all this. I just go around finding avatars. That's what I'm good at. but Ren literally, like, he built all this on a PC, and I'm like, wow.
Well,
I
it's
was
even like
the first
you.
time I saw it, it was like, yeah.
Well, it's even like you in your TikToks. You're able to go to these just fantastically beautiful, crafted horror maps and all these environments, and be actually have access to those and film in those. And if you were to do the same thing in IRL, you would, you wouldn't be able, you wouldn't have the access to these that you are so easily in VR.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you could basically just choose any world you want, and many times there are props there you could use for TikToks or whatever you want to, like, do. And in the real world, you have to get in contact with the location, with staff, with actors, or whatever you want to do. Like, it's not as, I'm not saying that VR is simple, but it's more, you have better access
Mm.
It's
to
just
whatever
it
you're.
is a lot more straightforward, pretty much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's free.
Well, mostly free.
Mostly
Mostly free.
Mostly
Yeah,
free.
yeah.
Apart from the
Yeah, that's
price
one
of
of the things.
the headsets and things like that.
Yes, yes. You
Editing
need the gear,
software, access.
Yeah.
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 But
Just a
at least then it's a
reminder.
one-off payment.
Yeah, at least a reminder. Free software, like editing software, is okay for a limited time. I found that out the hard way. So yeah, everything I record goes to Ren. Until I can buy my own software.
But yeah, that's one of the things too. A lot of people, because in a lot of VR, I mean, you have staging areas, you have actors, you have cameramen, you have, a lot of people think it's just, oh, you throw up a camera and record something, but a lot of times it's not that. I mean, most of the time it's like full, as if you were in the IRL shooting an actual shoot. You have pre-meetings, you have scripting, you have a guest procurement, you have a lot of back access going into just making
filming
a short
schedules.
film.
Yeah.
Actually having a schedule, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, just stick a
But it can be
camera
a
on
lot
my
of fun,
helmet, ride around on my bike, screaming at people.
But that actually is entertaining. I mean, on VR, I have never heard Rossi, like, swear or anything, but if you watch his, like, crash video, I have never heard a man swear as much as he does. I mean, I swear.
Well, he can make a
Sorry.
photo blush.
But it's funny though. Still, you could, like, oh dear, is he okay? And then you just I'm sorry, I laughed. I laughed more than I was worried about.
I laughed. I laughed.
Yeah, you do.
Not
Yeah.
at the time, but I laugh now.
No. Yeah.
Easy. Wee! Yo,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm.
But yeah. But also when you were in the thought process, that was the word, of you wanted to make videos, like how did you come up with like a concept? Like did it just come to you like naturally, or did you actually sit down and had like a brainstorm kind of thinking, I want to do this, but how and what? Or
You pretty much said it
oh,
said it yourself. Like I sat down, I thought about it. I even asked myself, is this what I wanted to do? And and I did it. I don't regret it, like, at all.
that's good. So it just came to you
Yeah.
like a thought, like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So you,
Oh,
yeah.
go ahead.
No.
Where did you get your name, Baby Golden? How did that come about? And
Oh yeah.
how did your character evolve?
Oh,
There's
that
a
sounds.
there's a lot of cringe in this story. Oh God.
Spill it.
Okay.
Spill the tea.
Okay. This
No, don't
started.
waste tea.
This all started back in 2016. Back when TikTok was Musically. I don't know if any of y'all remember that.
Oh
but-
yeah,
Yes.
Musically, yeah.
uh, Sorry about that.
So I'm drifting as well every now and then.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. So all right. So this was back when the FNAF fandom was popular. This was before I knew what furries were and everything. So all right. So my favorite character in the game was Golden Freddy. So
Oh.
so that's what I originally went by, and then people just started calling me Golden. Mainly in the midst of role plays, but I won't get too deep into that.
Yeah, keep it PG.
No, don't PG. R-rated all the way.
So yeah.
Oh my.
I definitely gotta come back. Anyway, so it's pretty much so people started calling me Goldie, Golden, and I so I okay, and I was I was pretty on board with it. So I fast forward to 2018. I met my best friend. I call him. I met my best friend. I call him Ghost. He I he started calling me Goldilocks to annoy me. Back then my hair was like so, and yeah, he started calling 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 me that to annoy me. My 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 now ex started calling me that too, and and I I I hated it at first, but eventually I just I just I just
You just gave
I
in.
just got
Mm-hmm.
I just gave in, got used to it, and
Mm.
now I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, so so where the baby part comes in, there was this. There, so okay, so y'all know about this game called Animal Jam, right?
I've
Yes.
heard of
I
it.
don't think so.
No, I can't say I've heard of it.
Pretty much, it's a game where you can play as pretty much any any animal you want, and
Oh, cool.
Mm.
after a little bit of grinding, or you just blow blow money on it. Typical mobile game, but
Mhm.
Mhm.
yeah. Okay. Alright. So had I had a pet on there, right? It look it was it was to I made it look like just like my article. So
Mhm.
and I so and 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 for the meme, we all started calling it baby golden.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Oh.
then I so and then all right, so yeah, fast forward like a year and a half ago.
We have a couch couple.
Yes, we do.
Okay, continue.
Oh.
Honey, honey, wake up. Thank you.
My whole headset just went haywire on me.
The joys of
The
VR
VR
light
is
sat
brilliant.
back down. It's just
Yes.
literally just went
Honestly,
foop.
this is just pure art.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, fast forward to a year and a half ago. So all right, keep in mind I'm the shortest person in my friend group, right? And 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 I and and I have a baby face. Baby Golden originally stemmed from baby face Golden.
Mhm.
So but baby Golden rolls off the tongue a lot better. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pretty much just stuck with that.
Mm.
Also
Nice.
yeah, a fun fact. Goldie I used to spell Goldie Goldie.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually I then 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 we so in the midst of that we we lost a friend a while ago. Her
Mm.
Oh.
her name her name I she went by Northy instead of IE. She put she put she put she put I. I so I so 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 I I changed the spelling of my name to from Goldie to Goldii as a tribute to her, pretty much.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
and it stuck ever since.
Very
So
cool.
it has a
Mm.
sentimental
Mhm.
like meaning behind it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Like that. I really do. And I think it's a good choice. I mean, it fits you as well. But I have to ask, you were talking about like an character, an Arctic wolf,
hmm
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Do you have a persona? Is this your persona or like
This is my current persona, but back back then it was an Arctic wolf.
Very cool. Wolves got to stick
Yeah.
together.
oh, aren't you the lone wolf?
Yeah.
Yes, technically, but you know,
Okay.
I still have to
Yeah.
represent
No
the
wolf,
pack.
but your hands in a pack. Mm.
Yeah.
True.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on this.
No, we're not that type of show. If you think of it, you let it out.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah,
is
we're
there
not monetized
anybody?
yet.
Yeah, we're not. Anybody have any final thoughts or questions they would like to share? Ask?
No, I think I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think this was a great interview. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Baby Golden, for joining us on this episode. We really hope to have you again sometime. And actually, we'll
Yeah.
be putting one of your videos actually right now.
Okay, class, look at this tree. Pussy! Tommy, shut the hell up! Pussy! I'm not playing these games!
So anyway, thank you so much for joining us on the 6873 show. We hope to see you next week. Please like, subscribe, share us with everyone, and please also to help us continue the show, because there are costs associated with it. Please consider our $1 Patreon so to help keep the show going forward. And until next time, you guys have a great week. I am Ren, and joining us also is
I am Rossi, and we have
Tookie? And at the end,
Ion.
and of course, guest of honor, Baby Golden.
And
So-
and I aim to be your favorite yellow thing.
favorite.
That is correct. Favorite yellow thing. Yes. Take care. Be safe. Links are in
Yes.
the description for his TikToks. And like we said, like and subscribe. Lots of love.
Bye.
Keep the
Bye.
positive vibes.
And
Potato.